Adam Hamawy, stud, incredible background, one of the kindest people that I've ever met. It was an honor to be able to aid him in the congressional race that he was running in. A guy who's been there and put his life on the line on numerous occasions to help those who have far less than he ever could, okay? A combat medic, a decorated war hero, someone who was in Bosnia, someone who's traveled all around the world, someone who was there at 9/11, at ground zero at a field hospital, sewing people back together. One of the people whose lives he saved was Tammy Duckworth in Iraq. So how did New York Times initially report his victory? Adam Hamawy, a progressive Democrat, wins House primary in New Jersey. Dr. Hamawy, a U.S. Army veteran, faced questions about his past association with an Egyptian cleric who was convicted in 1995 of a conspiracy to wage a war of urban terrorism. I said, New York Times, can you please have some decency about a decorated war veteran, combat surgeon who saved Tammy Duckworth's life, who treated 9/11 first responders, and was in Gaza during the genocide? I get that he's Muslim and an anti-Zionist, but this is a shameful and racist subheader, to which the New York Times, to their credit, I guess, I don't want to really give them credit for it because they should have never actually fucking posted that shit. Disgusting. They did actually change their subheader to Dr. Hamawy, a U.S. Army veteran, has been an outspoken critic of Israel's war in Gaza. His victory makes him the heavy favorite to win in November in the left-leaning district. But the very fact that they thought that they could come out of the gate swinging with that, as I showed you, was a more like a liberal version of the exact same thing that Fox News wrote about him, ironically enough, shows that the New York Times still has a real issue with people who are anti-Zionist and the way that they cover Muslim candidates. It's ridiculous. It's gross. I'm glad that they changed it, though. Everybody should point to this garbage when anyone tries to say this country cares about veterans. Of course they don't fucking give a shit about veterans. My point is, this is the reason why Adam Hamawy is being attacked, because he's Muslim and he's anti-Zionist. But even if you're not Muslim and you're still, you know, a combat veteran, Graham Plattner, you still get attacked. Why? If Graham Plattner was pro-Israel and not in favor of Medicare for all, do you think that there would be this many attacks against Graham Plattner? Fuck no. Not even a little bit, okay? That's the reality. Your opposition cannot beat you with their principles and values because they have none. Therefore, to maintain consensus over the uninformed masses, the empire must crucify you. America will continue making bullets instead of bread, and leftists like you will be the sideshow distraction to create the political theater to lubricate the gears of colonial capital. I hope your family and loved ones are safe during this latest campaign, and thank you for fighting.